time can be fleeting. It's the one thing we all have in common. Your 24 hours is the same as my 24 hours. Many say that we're defined by what we do with those 24 hours. I know as a wife, mother, professional, it can sometimes feel like my 24 hours runs a little faster than others. So even though my days are built and rely upon routine, I consider every second to be precious. One of the ways I remind myself of just how little time we have is by wearing something special every day. Whether it's a special piece of jewelry, clothing, or a watch, life is too short, and I work way too hard not to enjoy these treasures I've earned. But this is a watch channel, so let's talk about my daily watch. The Rolex Oyster Perpetual, reference 126000. In practice, this model represents the entry level into modern steel Rolex, but adorned in this lacquered turquoise blue dial, it becomes one of the most desired configurations. Now, Tiffany hype aside, this shade of blue is both vivid and soft. This brilliant blue always reminding its wearer of how special it is. Amongst Rolex's lineup, the Oyster Perpetual may be entry level, but in my opinion, it is all the best of Rolex and nothing extra. No date, no dive spinny bezel. My husband swears he uses this old-time technology on a daily. None of that is needed or wanted. Just the precious time laid out in perfect symmetry with white gold hour markers and hands. Easy to read, comfortable, goes with any outfit. The turquoise OP is something special I can wear every day. But most importantly, it's something beautiful that stands out in a crowd of Apple Watches and Garmins. At 36 millimeters, it wears comfortably and sporty on my wrist. Not as dainty and jewelry-like as my smaller 31 millimeter Datejust, but more reassuring and bold. With its all-brushed oyster bracelet and polished bezel, it is never out of place. How many luxury wristwatches can you say inspire envy while versatile enough to wear in scrubs during the day and class up an outfit in the evening? Now, for the big blue elephant in the room. The reason this watch receives such hate and admiration, the hype associated with the color. Tiffany this, Tiffany that. It seems like every company realized the popularity and quickly capitalized, as it was just an easy payday to make it Tiffany blue, the flavor of the week. And let's be real, what woman doesn't love that Tiffany blue? There's a reason Tiffany holds a patent on that exact shade of blue. Which brings me to my next point. This isn't Tiffany blue, it's turquoise blue. Those clever folks at Rolex found a way to capitalize on that Tiffany hype and cut out Tiffany at the same time. The hype doesn't take away from the watch. In fact, it adds that extra desirability factor because the truth is, every woman wants to be desired. And I love owning something to be desired. Yes, I said it. I love that it's difficult to obtain. So not every other woman is walking around wearing one. Ask any woman. If they're telling the truth, they'd say no woman wants to walk into the same room wearing the same blouse or holding the same bag. And the same goes for my Rolex. If you are able to get this watch at retail, which I've come to learn is the real flex, at $6,100, while it isn't inexpensive, it's a watch that garners the attention of fellow chic ladies, even those who know nothing of horology. But for those watch nerd wives, which I guess you can put me in that boat, it gets the enthusiast nod. A watch is typically the only real piece of jewelry a man wears and treasures. They say they develop a bond with it, becomes one with them. And before I really started collecting timepieces, I didn't see wristwatches as more than just an accessory to my outfit for the day. My Datejust was a push present, something I treasure as a reminder of the immeasurable joy my daughter brought to my world the day she was born. My Tudor Black Bay 58 was a surprising fit, and it proved to be a great ocean companion. I also love that my father owns the same watch in black, so I'm always reminded of him whenever I wear it. This Oyster Perpetual was a watch my husband and I knew was waiting for us when we returned from our trip from Greece. So even though I didn't have it in time to enjoy on the trip, sitting and admiring the shades of blue in the sea brought a smile to my face as I knew that I'd have this watch to commemorate that anniversary vacation. Now, every time I wear this watch, it carries those smiles in its luscious powder of blue. I get it now. It's not just a watch. It's my watch. Yet, it's still a robust, reliable, beautiful timepiece. Still a Rolex, but with that spectacular splash of life.